everybody and welcome to my Disneyland Paris haul. My husband's taken the baby on a walk, so I finally have some time uninterrupted to film this haul video. We got back from Disneyland a week and a half ago, so I am excited to film this and finally start using the stuff. Pretty much everything that we bought, by we I mean myself and my 9.5-month-old, who's actually 10 months old tomorrow. Pretty much everything we bought fits in this Disneyland Paris 30th bag. So let's jump straight into it. I mainly bought 30th anniversary merchandise just because you can't get it anywhere else or at any other time. I wasn't massively keen on a lot of the stuff that was there, to be honest, and I also had no space in my hand luggage to bring home loads of stuff, so I had to be quite conservative about what I bought. However, an unexpected purchase was t-shirts, a few t-shirts. This is Darcy's one. I got it in age 12 months. It's quite small, to be honest. She was 9.5 months old when we went and it fit her pretty snugly, whereas at home 9 to 12 month clothes are big for her, so it did come up quite small. But it's very sweet. It's obviously a 30th t-shirt and it was, I believe, €13. And they were unexpected purchases because it was much hotter on the second day than it was originally forecast to be, and I had not brought appropriate clothing. I had bought clothes for the colder weather and thunderstorms that we were supposedly having, not the glorious sunshine and 28 degrees that we ended up having. So Darcy got a little t-shirt and I also got a t-shirt which is upstairs in my wardrobe. I can't be bothered to go and get it, but I'll insert a picture for you. Basically they're just matching t-shirts. Mine was €20 and like I said, Darcy's was 13. Also a part of the 30th anniversary merchandise, we got this Minnie Mouse. She's really beautiful actually. Her dress is like holographic. She's lovely and soft. She's obviously got the matching holographic bow, and then on her foot she's got a little 30. Everything has really long labels in Disney now. I'm not sure why. It's all different languages, I suppose. But yeah, so we got this Minnie Mouse. I actually let her choose which toy she wanted, so they had Minnie, Mickey, and then slightly smaller Chip and Dale toys, and then they had like the normal plushes as well, and I sort of held them out to her and let her choose which one she wanted, and she picked Minnie. I think it's because of the crinkly dress. She loves stuff like that. This was expensive. It was €30, but I knew I was going to buy her a nice plush just as well to commemorate her first trip to Disney, and I feel like it's the sort of thing that, yeah, you know, it might not hold her attention for that long at the moment, although she did carry it around with her for the rest of the day, but when she's older, if she's anything like me, she'll love stuffed toys and she'll be happy that I got her this when we went for our first trip. Just need to have a tea break. Next, on the 30th anniversary merchandise, we have a bib with Chip and Dale and the 30th logo. Darcy obviously wears a bib every time she eats. And I just thought this was really cute. It was €9, so quite pricey. But again, what I will do is when we're finished with it, I will clean it up as best I can and probably pop it in her memory box. Like, I'm doing quite a big memory box of all the special things from her first year, so this will go in there along with the little t-shirt. But yeah, I thought it was really sweet, and I wanted something with Chip and Dale on because I loved them in their little 30th outfits. Next we have an autograph book, and it is the special Disneyland Paris 30th edition. I did tell you I mainly bought 30th anniversary merchandise. I can't remember how much the autograph book was. I want to say, I don't think I have the receipt either. I want to say that it was about 12 or 13 euros. It may have even been less than that. But basically my plan was to basically spend the day meeting characters. But by the time we got to the Disney park and Darcy had had a nap and a nappy change and everything, most of the characters had actually gone for the day. So unfortunately we only met Winnie the Pooh, but he is my favourite, so I'm not sorry about that. And I didn't even have the autograph book then, so we don't have any signatures in here yet. But what I'm going to do is put a picture of our meet with Winnie the Pooh in there and just copy Winnie's signature. I know that's naughty, but I want to have her first character meet in here. There's a decent amount of pages in here. There's a photo slot on one side and then space for the character to leave an autograph. And I wanted her to have the special 30th edition from Disneyland Paris because that was her first Disney park and her first character meet. But we will take this to California with us and hopefully fill it up with autographs from characters. We've got 4 days in the California parks, so I'm hoping we'll have a decent amount of time to meet characters. And then for €4, I picked up the Disney Princess pen. And I will do close-ups and b-roll of all of these items so you can actually see what I'm talking about. But I got the princess pen. You want a nice chunky pen for character autographs so that the fur characters can grip it properly. So I just thought my best bet would be to get a proper pen from the Disney parks. They did have a set of pens with one that matched her autograph book. But I didn't like the other two in the set, so I didn't go for that. But yeah, this will be such a lovely keepsake when it's full, and I'm hoping that we will be able to fill it up in California and maybe buy her another one so that for her next trip, whenever that might be, I'm hoping we'll be able to go to Paris semi-regularly. She'll have a California autograph book. The next two I am really excited about because I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to get them or not. But they are 2 mugs from the You Are Here Disney Parks collection. Sorry if you can hear Margot crying in the background. I've had to shut her in the living room so that she's not leaping all over me while I'm filming, and she's not happy about it. But yes, they are the Starbucks You Are Here Disney Parks collection mugs. And I already have the Disneyland Park mug because my friend Lisa so kindly picked it up for me the last time she went to Disneyland Paris. It's one of those items that I always wanted every time I went and they didn't have it, or I chickened out because I didn't want to spend the money on it. And then it's haunted me ever since. For the last 3 years, that mug has haunted me. But Lisa so kindly picked it up for me. And then before this trip, I saw that they were doing a 30th anniversary version. And I desperately wanted it, but I had a feeling they probably wouldn't have it. And I watched a couple of haul videos and everyone was saying it was out of stock. So I sort of resigned myself to the fact that I wasn't going to be able to get it, but I did. So first of all, though, I will show you the Walt Disney Studios version. I thought that I should probably complete my collection. We've got Hollywood Tower, we've got the Water Tower, all of the main motifs, emblems of Walt Disney Studios. I must admit, I don't know a lot about Walt Disney Studios Park because I haven't spent a lot of time there. I mainly go there for the shows, and on this trip, I didn't even spend any time there. But now that they've got Avengers Campus and the Frozen Land is coming and all that, I think it will be somewhere that we spend a lot more time on future trips. But I wanted to complete the collection, so I got this. I can't remember how much these mugs are. I think they're $19.99. But yeah, so there's that one. And then I managed to get the 30th anniversary one, which I was so happy about. When I walked in, they only had the Walt Disney Studio Parks ones on display. They didn't have any of the Disneyland Park or the 30th anniversary ones. And I thought, that's it, they haven't got any. But I just asked because there was one on display behind the counter and they had them all under the counter. So if you're after these mugs, definitely ask. Don't just assume they're out of stock because they're not on display, because they had like a decent amount of them stashed away. But this is the 30th anniversary one. I just love it so much. We've got Hyperspace Mountain, the castle, Small World, and again, I'll put all this close up for you. We've got Pirates of the Caribbean, Phantom Manor, Astro Orbiter, the teacups, the train. Oh, I just love it. So lovely. It's a different sort of colour scheme. It matches that like purple and gold theme they've got going on at the moment for the 30th. And I'm so glad that I've done this haul because now I can actually use it. We were already down to the last few bits. Like I said, I really did not buy that much. I picked up some sweets, which I actually forgot that I had. So now I'm really pleased that I can eat these. They are Les Bonbons de Stitch. It's the Goofy's Candy Company, I think, in Walt Disney World, but in Disneyland Paris, we've got sweets from Stitch. These are like the Mawam pinballs, which I absolutely love. And then these are fizzy peaches. So I can't wait to get stuck into those now. I can't remember how much these were each. I imagine they were probably about €3 to €4 each because it's Disney. And the last thing I got were some pins, and it wouldn't be a haul from Chloe if she didn't have pins. I did only get 3 this time though. If you've watched any of my haul videos before from Disney, you'll know that I try to only buy meaningful pins these days. So I tend to buy one with the year on. If there's any sort of like special celebration going on that we've enjoyed, then I'll get one to commemorate that. And then I'll often get one to commemorate like our favourite ride or favourite character interaction of the trip. So that is exactly what I did this time. I'll show them to you when I talk about them, but I will film separately so you can see. The first one I got is the 2022 year one with the Disney Castle. It's really pretty. This was yellow, which I think is $9.99, but don't quote me on it. Really pretty. It's like a colour scheme of different blues, so it's a bit different to any that I have in my collection already. I don't really have any in this colour scheme. Then I got the 30th anniversary spinning one with some of our favourite friends. So there's the castle in the background with a 30 on the top, and then the pin spins around, and it's got Minnie, Mickey, Goofy and Donald. I'm really sad because apart from in the parade, I didn't see Donald anywhere, and I don't know if there's an opportunity to meet him at the moment. I would have to check the app, but I've never met Donald and I would really like to. Maybe in California, we'll have to see. That pin was a pink pin, and I think they are $12.99. And then the last one is a style that I wouldn't normally go for, but it's like this little, I don't know if like kawaii is the right word, this little like kawaii Winnie the Pooh. It was sort of like, it reminded me of like the baby Winnie the Pooh pins that you see. And Winnie the Pooh was Darcy's first character meet. Obviously she is a baby, so I went for this one to commemorate that. I just thought it would be a nice little way of remembering that. And this was a green pin, so I think they are like $7.99 to $8.99, that sort of price range. I might be wrong though. It might be green might be $9.99 and then they might go up from there. I actually didn't check the prices on this trip. I'm just trying to remember back to previous trips. But yeah, so I only got 3 pins this time, which for me is quite impressive. But yeah, it wouldn't be a Disney trip if I didn't bring back some pins. Yeah, so that is everything that I bought in Disneyland Paris this time around. I told you it was a small little haul, and yet somehow I still ended up spending an absolute fortune. But I love everything I got. I'm really glad that I mainly stuck with the 30th merchandise, because obviously you won't be able to get it anywhere else or at any other time. And that's definitely the way I want to be going forward with buying Disney merchandise. However, we are going to California for the first time in November, and I feel like I will be buying all of the generic Disneyland park merchandise there, because obviously I've never had a chance to buy it before. I think, I mean, I don't know if they will still do it, but they did originally do a Disneyland version of this mug that I got from Walt Disney World. So if that's there, I will definitely be picking that up, as well as the Starbucks You Are Here mugs if they've got those. Love a mug. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, leave them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. And I will see you in my next one. Bye. Oh, and if you missed the pack with me video or the vlog trip roundup video that I did, I will leave them in the description below. Okay.